Everyone from around here knows the history of that house.
We got a company to come out to clean it out.
Did you tell him about the old broad that got sliced and diced upstairs?
I'm not sleeping in some haunted house. You know, it's always the black guy that gets killed first in the movie.
I'm not going in that house. We've heard stories about that house. Why would you want to go?
Did you hear that?
You what?
I'm serious. I think someone's in that room.
What's up, everybody? That amazing, that horrific, that scary trailer you just saw is for a movie called What Lives Here, coming out on streaming VOD tomorrow, August 26th, and then on DVD as well. I'm here with the writer, director, Troy Burbank. Hello, my friend. Welcome back.
Hi, what's up, Meg? Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Congratulations. Those are words I've never uttered before. I got a movie coming out on streaming. Although, I am in the movie.
You are?
I am in the movie. No spoilers or anything, but I think I probably have one of the more gory, horrific death scenes in the movie. If that doesn't sell it, I don't know what will.
I think you have the most consistent beat down,
Okay.
so to speak. I'm not going to say it, but it's like very, consistent with a particular kill.
Listen, I got beat down verbally by my friends on Comic Book Men. Now I got beat down in a horror movie, and I got thank you, dude. I've always wanted to get killed in a horror movie, always.
My pleasure.
Yeah, because I go to Comic Cons. They're great, but there's a whole separate genre called the horror conventions. There's Monster Mania.
Right.
There's Fright Fest. There's a whole bunch of them, and I don't have any cred there because I've never been killed in a horror movie until now.
So
now,
yeah.
so now maybe I can get in some of these horror conventions, which is really amazing. So there's what is the movie about? Give me the elevator pitch for anybody who doesn't know anything about it.
Okay, so real quick, it's this house that it's actually. Let me back up a little bit. It's about this house that gets cleaned out by a real estate company from Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That they have no idea any history of the house. They don't, because they're not from around here,
Right.
so they don't know absolutely nothing about the house.
It's just a job for them.
It's a job
until it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. So the real estate agent is kind of. Like I said, I don't want to give it away, but the real estate agent gets these people from out of state to come do this job for them because nobody in the area would take on the job because they kind of know the history of the house. Yes. You know what I mean? So he gets these company from out of state to come and do the house, and to their surprise, bad things happen to them.
Sold. And so the house that you shot it in, it's called the Strauss Mansion?
Strauss Mansion, yes.
And I used to live in Atlantic Highlands many years ago. When I first moved to New Jersey, I lived in Atlantic Highlands.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a little apartment complex called Thousand Oaks.
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah, famously lived in the past by a guy named, you guys might know, his name was by the name of Sergeant Slaughter. He used to live there. But driving around Atlantic Highlands, it's kind of a mix of the old and the new. And there's some weird, crazy big mansions up in Atlantic Highlands. Back in the day, a lot of rich people lived there.
Yeah.
Built huge mansions, and one of them is the Strauss Mansion, and it sits on top of a hill. It's pretty eerie looking.
It is. Yeah.
And driving by that, I always wondered what it looked like inside. I always wondered about the history of it. I didn't know you could go inside of it. I thought it was a private residence. Turns out there's a museum in there.
Yeah, it's the Historical Society took it over, and I guess. I don't know how long it's been. I mean, it's been there. Listen, put it this way. My oldest is 32 years old, my oldest son. So I was taking him there when he was 7.
Okay.
So, it's been a museum for a long time now. But it's a great place. I mean, it's a great place. And, I think it was like 1977 or 78 when they filmed Don't Go in the House there.
Yeah.
That's when it wasn't a museum at the time.
Okay.
So it was the dilapidated old house that they were starting to fix up. And if you look at that movie, which is pretty funny, is the same carpet that was in that movie in the kitchen is still there today.
it's a unique carpet. It's
very we covered it up actually with a piece of linoleum because I didn't want to. your scene.
Right. I didn't want to bleed under the carpet. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And so the story goes, did you meet the curators or the owners or the caretakers at a restaurant?
Actually, the lady that runs it, her name is Patty. I can't say her last name, so forgive me, Patty.
Yes.
But she, like I said, my wife and I, we went to the harbor side that Saturday night before the Super Bowl to get some dinner, and we were walking through the bar area, and she stopped me. She's like, "Hey, when are you going to film something at the Strauss Mansion?" And I'm like, "Never thought about it."
Yeah.
And I don't know anybody that could get me in there. She goes, I can get you, and I run it. So I was like, well, all right, well, let's do it. Let me come by and take a look and see what this place is like, because I haven't been in there in years, like, since my kid was like small. So I didn't know what it looked like. You know what I mean? I did initially, but I didn't know if it changed or whatever. Yeah. And long story short, we went in there the next Super Bowl Sunday. I loved the place. I was like, wow, I can write something great for this place.
Yeah.
And
did you see shots in your head?
I did. Oh my God, it was so.
It's coming down the stairs,
coming
coming this entryway. Just leading up to it. There's a big concrete staircase that goes right up to it. It's very cinematic. This
every room in that place was.
Yeah, and if you're watching, this is it. That's the Strauss Mansion right there, right behind us. So yeah,
it's every room in that building. In that house it had a great look. It was just something I was like, I can do something here.
Yeah.
And then obviously we couldn't use every room,
sure,
because some of the rooms it looked like a museum, so I couldn't explain it.
Oh, right.
In the movie.
Yeah, they have like glass cases with the artifacts,
exactly,
and stuff like that,
and sayings, and so I them rooms I left out. We shot around that, which we did a great job because you couldn't tell it was a museum. But every room in that mansion was great. But long story short, like I said, we went in, looked at everything, and I said, listen, this is what I can afford to shoot here. If you guys accept it, then I'll write a script for it. If not, then no problem. Wasted a couple hours of my time, which I do.
Yeah, but maybe later on or in the future. But what did she say?
She called me back an hour later saying, you got it.
Wow. Well, so
it happened that fast.
Yeah, so at that point you're like, oh crap, I gotta write a script now. And it's one thing to say like, oh, I want to shoot a movie here. It's another to actually make up a fully fledged feature length script to shoot there. How did you come up with an idea? And then how did you flesh it out into like an 80, 90 page script, maybe more?
Well, actually, I got to tell you, man, it was 65 pages.
Okay, 65.
Somewhere around that area, give or take a little bit. It's funny because let's be honest, I didn't think they were going to accept.
Okay.
So I was like, it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's like one of them deals. I wasn't really optimistic about it.
Sure.
And when they came back, I was like, oh boy,
thrown into the fire. So.
I guess we got to go now. You know what I mean? So it's funny. I know this sounds really weird, but I actually dreamt of the scenario for the movie.
Oh man, it came to you in a dream.
And I'm not even like it came to me, not every part, just the foundation.
Yeah,
it came to me.
That's all you need.
And that's all you need. Then I started incorporating kind of my own life experience in my one of my jobs that I do.
Yeah.
Because I have a debris removal company. You know what I mean? And we did a lot of jobs like that in the old houses, and
you got stories.
I got stories, exactly. So that's how it came about. But it came in a dream. I said, subconsciously, I guess when you're thinking at night, you go to sleep, and then sometimes it pops up into your head. And I was like, you know what? I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I got the idea.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a debris removal company come to the town, and this is how it's gonna work. And then it started slow, and then it just all came together. So that's kind of how it really went down.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's weird how stuff happens like that, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
It came to me in the dream.
Yeah. How long did it take you to write the script?
So once we got the okay, and we were fumbling around with some ideas. We were going back and forth, me and my wife and I, and going this and this. And I was like, that's just too generic. You know what I mean? I was like,
I was like, you see this in every horror movie.
Yeah, right. And it's hard to come up with an idea. There's only 10 really ideas in Hollywood that you can choose from. Sure. You just got to make them your own. You know what I mean? So, I would say probably the script. We started writing the script probably in the beginning, towards the end of February.
Okay, of 2023. Okay.
Of 23, and you know, we would write and then stop for like a week or so, and then go back because you get writer's block and you can't come up with nothing,
Sure.
and then you just let it sit, and then stuff would just pop in your head.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I got this. I got it. Yeah.
I got it
Okay,
exactly.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I would say probably 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Of on and off.
Right.
Of the script. It might be a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, because we finished it in July, towards the middle of July.
Okay.
It might have been even towards the end of July. So somewhere. So just roughly call like 4 to 6
Yep.
months.
Cool.
Of on and off stuff. So that's how long.
Yeah.
it
It
took.
didn't happen overnight.
No,
It took a few months.
Yeah,
to-
because you would just get stuck on stuff. You know,
Yeah.
you couldn't come up with nothing. I was like, all right, just let's put it away and
yeah, we'll come back
come
to
back
it in a
you know?
week or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on. And then I love we shot her on Halloween. I think if I went back through my photos, I shot my scenes in early November, right after Halloween. How long did this take to shoot?
Well, let's see. We're in the house for we had different locations.
Yeah.
You know, we shot upstate in Catskills. So we're up there for 2 days. Actually, we're up there for 3 days, but shooting 2. And then we came back home. There was a couple more areas. Leonardo Motel
Yep.
was another day. The American Legion was another day. So we were 10 days at the mansion.
Okay.
And we saved it. What I did, we saved that for last.
All right, so you just shoot it all in one shot.
So this way, we got to the mansion and we didn't have to leave.
Yeah.
We kept all of our stuff there. We locked up and we came. You know, because we would shoot until late into the night,
Yeah.
as you would
Yep.
know. You know what
I
I mean?
remember,
So,
yeah.
you know, there's sometimes I didn't walk into my front door until 6 o'clock in the
Yep.
morning.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So I mean. So it was great, though. I would love to be able to have that luxury of just filming at one location again, and keeping all of our stuff there, which is going to happen in November. And we have another horror film we're going to be.
Oh man, okay. Good. Keep it going.
We could talk about that in a little
Yeah,
while.
yeah,
but
for sure.
That's another good one coming up. So
Yeah, for sure. And how long? So how long did you shoot for?
we filmed from start to finish. Not consecutive days, but the 10 days at the mansion we were 14 days.
14. Oh, 2 weeks. That's quick for a feature. So
I know.
That's awesome.
It is. It's very, because you know what it is. You know how it is, independent world. You have to get it done.
You do well. Listen,
You don't have the money.
Yeah, you don't have like millions of millions of
Yeah,
unlimited
exactly.
bankroll. Yeah,
Yeah.
You can only shoot as long as the money is there. So
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean. Some of them shoots that were on that night, they should have been 2 days a piece. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
But we had no choice because there's no money there. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
you got to
So
do it in one.
You got to do it in one. You
Yeah,
got to do it in one.
maybe one in a little bit, but yeah, that's it. And so it was cool. I think they filmed rolled in late afternoon, and it turned into magic hours, a fall day. But beautiful night. But it was eerie. It was eerie being on that hill. The leaves are blowing, the dead leaves are blowing around, and so the one thing everyone's been asking, so the Strauss Mansion, is it haunted? Did you feel anything?
Well, I was talking to a couple other reporters, right? And at nighttime, like after the first 3-4 days there, it kind of wore off on me. You know what I mean? But I remember we just got done doing a scene on the 3rd floor, and we were moving everything back down to the 1st floor to shoot some other scenes. And my DP Mark Frado was like, "Hey, go run up there and get me my light." So I go up there, and I'm breaking the lights down, and I'm like, I look around, I'm like, ugh, it feels like somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
And I'm psyching myself out. There's probably nobody watching me, but who knows? You know what I mean? So that one time, I kind of got a little the hair standing up on the back of the neck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it was pretty eerie in there. I totally believe it's haunted because they've left all the old artifacts and stuff in there. All the old furniture is period furniture. I don't know if it's original. Like it might as well be. So if some of the furniture is possessed, I think it's all like old, weird decorative bird cages.
I know.
Even the bathroom. I went in the bathroom a couple times. Even the bathroom's like kind of eerie in there because I had to change a couple times.
Yeah.
And in the kitchen, I think the kitchen's definitely haunted. So I didn't know. I don't even know if there's a basement. I didn't go to the upper floor.
Oh yeah, there's a basement.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. I can't even imagine.
And there's an attic on top of the attic.
So there's, all right, yeah. I mean, outside that old, things have definitely happened. People may have even died in there. We don't, yeah.
I heard there was somebody that did die in there. I'm not sure, but you know what? Like I said, if you go in there, put it this way: if you go in there by yourself at night, on the top floor, you're gonna feel something.
Yeah.
Regardless if you're just telling yourself there's something there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Regardless, it's But I will tell you a quick story. So you've seen the movie.
I haven't actually, so I'm excited. I'll be to see it tomorrow. I know you did a couple screenings. You did some fundraisers, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So
okay.
I'll be there tomorrow buying a copy on list all the places we can get it, Amazon, Google.
So streaming starting to I think it might even be starting tonight at midnight.
Great, that's perfect.
Exactly. I'm not sure, but I think that's how it usually works.
Okay.
So it's streaming on DirecTV,
okay.
Dish Network,
okay.
Google TV, on demand,
okay.
Amazon Prime,
okay.
and I believe Apple TV.
Okay, great. I mean, you covered pretty much all the major platforms.
Right,
so.
yeah. So that's I think you might be able to watch it tonight.
Okay,
at 12 o'clock.
I'll set an alarm. I'll definitely be up. So.
I was gonna say you'll probably be up.
I'll
anyway.
be up. I don't really sleep. So.
And then you can also not pre-order, but now you can order from Amazon. The DVD.
Yeah.
You can order from Amazon. I think Barnes and Nobles.
Yeah.
I think you can get it there too. So, so there's a few places you can get the DVDs if you're into the DVDs.
Yeah.
I have to get a DVD.
I love physical. Well, you have to. I love physical media.
Yeah.
I should probably buy a couple. I have them on my table at cons to sign.
Yeah, there you go.
For any horror fans out there. This is not your first horror movie, I think. Did you do one? Is it 100 Acres of Hell?
No.
It's
That's
Ernie.
That's
I know Ernie did that. Okay, I didn't know if you.
I did one back in 2010. And indeed, that was my first horror film. It was called The House at 831.
Okay.
And that was my first film. Period. That was my. Hold on. Let me back up. That was my first feature film.
Okay.
And that one's we still have DVDs for that, but it's not streaming anywhere right now. We're working on that, trying to get that somewhere, but that should be coming within the next year or so, and you can watch my first horror.
Yeah.
It's a horror.
Yeah. What do you love about the horror genre? Growing up, I didn't watch a lot of horror because I was too much of a wuss. I remember watching Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't sleep for a month. I saw some other cheesy horror movies, traumatized me. Now I'm a little older. I know I want to think I'm a little more desensitized now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I am, but I'm getting more into horror at an older age now. But what do you love most about the horror genre? What do you love about it?
Well, for me, I could tell you, my older brother Glenn got me into horror back in the day. He's like, "Come on, we're gonna watch it." And I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Burnt Offerings. I don't know if you ever seen it.
I've heard of it.
It's a great movie. In 1974, I think it was filmed, or 75. I watched that, and it was an old lady in it at the end. And so from that point on, watching that movie scared the shit out of me. Mm-hmm. And I've been a horror fan since.
Okay, so you it was a positive response, like, oh man.
Oh, I loved it.
It was all I like that feeling.
I loved it, and then The Exorcist came right behind that one.
Yeah, we got a little tip here. You can get it on Walmart too, the DVD. So, I mean, Walmart's everywhere. So yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Kremso, for that. That's awesome. What was the funnest part? The most fun part about shooting this? No, you had a lot of long nights. You had to be conservative with your money. I imagine some things maybe didn't work out the way you planned it to. Maybe you had to do some reshoots later or whatever. But yeah, you had to have some fun doing this.
We did have fun, and I got to tell you, every kill that we shot was fun. It was, like I said, it was a lot of work. It was for me, it was a learning experience because I've never done a slasher.
Okay,
right? So having the people. Like I said, my DP Mark Frido, he's a magnificent filmmaker too. You know what I mean, and a DP, and he knows the tricks and to get this looking the way a lot of credits owed to him too because he did a great job. But just the kills and participate and setting them up and my vision, like this is what I want. And once you see that come to life on screen, you're like, wow. I can't believe I even did that.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
cool.
So to me,
So
that's
the end result. You
yeah.
watch it like, oh, that's legit, man.
It's legit. Like I said,
I'm a horror filmmaker. I'm a slasher horror filmmaker.
Well, we're getting there now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but it's I just like I said, I love horrors, and I always love slasher films. You know what I mean? And every aspect of filming that movie was like to me was fun. You know what I mean? Every part. But when I was doing my scene, it wasn't as fun because I'm not on that side of the camera now. So I'm the guy getting killed. Now, you know what I mean? So, but that was great too. But
You had to be like, how'd that look?
Exactly.
You gotta watch it back now. So
and that, you can't, you know what? And on a limited budget, you don't have time to watch it back.
Yeah. So
some stuff you do, but my scene, it was a hard scene to shoot. I think for me, it was probably the hardest scene to achieve to get the look I was looking for, but to get the effect that was, that killing effect that I wanted. Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I thought when we were filming it, I said, fuck, man. I said, this thing's not coming. This is not going to be good. We're going to have to reshoot it.
Yeah.
And I seen it later, and Mark was staying at my house because he lives in Queens.
Yep.
And we're getting done late every day, so he was just sleep over. And he gets home, I'm editing this right now.
Yeah.
He gets on, boom, he's doing it, and then the next day,
he was like, dude, check this out,
He goes, this is fucking awesome.
Okay.
And I looked at it, I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. So I was a little leery about that scene.
And that's why you do it.
Exactly.
That's why you do it. One thing I love about this film, you shot it, you had a bunch of footage, had some edits, needed a couple more bucks to finish it. And I love, it was about a little over a year ago, you did a screening over at the Smod Castle, and people contributed, and the proceeds went to finishing the film. I love it was kind of a real kind of community effort.
I got to say,
I think that's great.
We're lucky. We're getting a good following, and obviously you have to have the goods to still get the followings. You know what I mean? But I know a lot of people, unfortunate, and we packed. We had people sitting. It was April 6th. It was Saturday, April 6th of last year.
Yep.
And we had people sitting in the aisles.
Yeah.
They didn't care about a seat.
No, they just wanted to be there.
They just wanted to be there and support it. And
man.
like I said, we raised some money to finish, post stuff and some advertising and stuff like that. And it was a great after party too. We had too.
Yeah.
On the deck, a restaurant which is in Atlantic Highlands also. So it was people come together. It was listen, they want to come and see a movie.
Sure. Yeah.
And I can probably almost guarantee it if it sucked. You know about it.
Oh, sure. Yeah, when your friends come out.
Yeah, right.
Especially my friends who don't hold back.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't hold back.
They don't hold back.
Like,
you know what I mean?
I was like, dude, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, what? Yes, but they also, because you know that, you try harder to put out a better product,
not disappoint.
Yes, exactly.
But we had a lot of random strangers that came.
Oh, you didn't know? That's cool.
I mean, I'd probably say. I wouldn't say half. Yeah, probably half.
That's great.
But it was the crowd loved it, and people were like, "Well, you're going to do a part 2?" I'm like, "Well, we got to get part 1 out first."
Exactly.
But there is a part 2 in the future. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We left it open for that, and there's a lot of different avenues we can go with it. So. After this new one we're going to be doing, I'm going to start working on that one, I think.
I'm campaigning for everyone who got killed in the first one comes back as ghosts or spirits and haunts everyone in the second one.
Exactly, yeah.
That's just my cheap attempt to get back in the movie. But no, I had
make a second delivery.
Yeah, make a second delivery in the afterlife. I had a pretty proud moment. I went to the opening night of the Smod Castle Film Festival this year, got the program guide, flipped through it, and there's an ad for What Lives Here in there. And I was like, that's cool. I don't have a film in the festival.
Right.
Not yet. Maybe in the future. But something that I'm in is in an ad here. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. Ernie did a good job putting that in there.
Yeah. So big shout out to Ernie O'Donnell.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is really making a lot of independent film happening.
Yeah. He's being
Jersey.
a part of a lot of them these days. So which is good. You got to get out there. So. Yeah. More things to come from him too. So
yeah, Rick Darris does good. Everybody. So now we're Ernie, one of my favorite people. Poker player, theater manager. He can build anything that with his own 2 hands.
Yeah, he
can. And he can produce a film as well, and he can act in a film as well. So he's a good guy to know.
Yeah, he is good guy to know. Exactly.
Yeah. So tomorrow, August 26th, Tuesday. Yeah, stream it wherever. Everyone's got some kind of streaming platform. Whatever your preferred one is, what lives here is available tomorrow. And check it out. Follow Troy on social media and let him know what he thinks. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's to me, it's a great film, and you will not be disappointed in the kills and just the overall story.
Yeah.
Because it flows good, and it's a great film. So I'm proud of it. Everybody that was a part of it, because it doesn't take one person to make a film. It takes a crew, to make it. That's why there's so many names in the credits. You know what I mean? So, thank to everybody that was part of the film, and they were there. There was no excuses. I can't make it. I can't. Because in indie world you get a lot of that. You know what I mean? And everybody showed when they're supposed to show. There was no excuse.
You show up because you want to be there. Yeah, so, which is cool.
Well, and you show up because there's something good going to happen. You know what I mean? And you want to be part of it. And because I can guarantee if some of the people didn't think it was going to be good, they could have made excuses. Nah, I can't make it today. You know what I mean? So I think that's a big reason too, because they know I finish stuff and get stuff out there. And so like I said, but it takes a bunch of people to make a movie. So I don't always say I used to say my movie. Now I say our movie, because it's our movie. It's not my movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
without the countries and everyone, it doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen. So that's now I forget one time. I was talking. I was like my movie. Well, no, it's our movie.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So it's good. It's good. I think you're going to enjoy it, and if you don't like it, there's something wrong with you. You don't like horror.
Well, all right. If you don't like it, well. That brings me to ask you, well, what are you working on now? Maybe.
Well, like I said, we're going to be shooting another Christmas horror film.
Christmas horror, okay.
And it's called Christmas at Aunt Betty's.
Okay.
I don't want to give too much away, but we're starting principal photography in the middle of November.
Okay.
And then we'll be going from the second week in December to probably about 8 days in a row there again. So we're going to do an 8 day. We're going to go right in a row again, and it's a good suspense demonic slasher all mixed in one.
Okay, with little Christmas joy,
with a Christmas.
A Christmas spirit.
A wholesome Christmas story. So it looks like it's going to be a wholesome Christmas story.
This I got to see.
Oh, it's good. It's good. And you know what? And it's funny, too. Once we shoot it and I come back and we do another, I can tell you how it came about, but I can't do that right now.
Okay, no, you'll definitely be back here. Well, every time you make something, you'll be back here.
Yeah, it's a great and it's an original idea, and because I when ideas come to mind, I Google movies about it just to make sure it's not done, and it hasn't been done. So I think we're the first ones to tap into it, and this one's going to be really good.
It's originality is kind of a rare thing in Hollywood, so yeah.
It is. It's and I was surprised that it hasn't been done.
Yeah, now you can be like, man, I better make this before somebody else does.
I know. Well, listen, my script's already solidified. I already registered, so
cool.
Months ago, so they can't say I stolen. Yeah, exactly.
No stealing it. Awesome, man. So August 26th, Tuesday, DirecTV, on demand, Amazon Prime, Google Play, or you can grab the physical DVD on Amazon, on Walmart. Apparently, and
Barnes and Nobles.
Barnes and Noble,
Apple TV is playing on. So Amazon Video, Prime.
Well, shout out from our friend and fellow filmmaker Alejandro Montoya Marin. Also with the movie streaming in a month as well, The Unexpecteds. He cannot wait to see this.
I want to see that too.
Dude, you'll love it. Yeah.
I heard about it. So
which, not to brag or anything, but I'm in that one too. So. I'm turning into freaking like De Niro now, man. I'm like every movie. It's awesome.
And also too, I forgot to mention the Small Castle Cinema is involved in the distributing part of the movie also. So
big shout out to
with Ernie O'Donnell and Kevin Smith also. So we know
Is
we
that
want
through MVD?
MVD.
Oh,
yeah. So
big shout out to MVD.
Yeah, MVD, Eric from MVD. And like I said, we appreciate them guys, supporting our film. Kevin and Ernie and the Smog Castle too. So, which is good. It's a good start for my first slasher.
Yeah, and not bad to have Kevin's endorsement behind it.
No, yeah, it's great.
It's never
Absolutely.
a bad thing. So
I just got to get Kevin in my next horror one.
Yo, listen, he's in Atlantic Highlands. You should write a movie about like a deranged old dude who lives above a movie theater, which
gets killed from a
kills
stalker,
or kills people who go to his theater, or
there you go. Yeah,
they just start.
He knocks them off one by one, and when they go
off.
into the bathroom or getting some candy or
exactly.
popcorn.
No one knows what's going on until it's too late.
Exactly.
It's like, I mean, he's basically the Phantom of the Smog Castle.
I know,
now, which is awesome, which is so cool. So
it is. It's great movie theater. Like, I mean, going there as a kid, if you're from the area, like I was, well, I live in Leonardo, so we walked there.
That was the big one back in the day.
That was, in Middletown movie theater, but we couldn't walk there. We had to get rides, so we went to Atlantic.
Yeah.
It was cool. We hung out on the strip before you went in. It was an arcade, so it was great back then.
Yeah,
it was nice.
Yeah, man.
Intimate movie theater, which is still good. That's why I'm glad it didn't close up, because not only that I'm a filmmaker now, it's just I like to go there with my kids and just watch a movie, because I need to be uncomfortable.
Right.
Or else I'm falling asleep in the movies now.
Yes.
So you go to Hazlitt or Cinemark, you're falling asleep. You're missing the show.
You put your feet up and unlimited snacks, and you hit a button, they bring you stuff.
Night.
Yeah. Movie better be good, or we're passing
exactly.
out, man.
Absolutely.
You will not pass out at this movie though. Maybe from fright, but just pause and keep going.
Yes.
What Lives Here on streaming tomorrow, on DVD tomorrow. Congratulations, my friend.
Thanks.
Yeah, wherever you
Appreciate it,
stream,
man.
whatever, do a search What Lives Here and grab it and watch it. Let us know what you think. For sure.
Yeah, definitely let us know. Guaranteed to like it.
Awesome, man. Congrats, man.
Thanks.
Can't wait.
Appreciate it.
Can't wait to see it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in, man.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, guys. What Lives Here?